guys, how's it going? I am making a salad for myself and I just thought I might as well just do a live video and show you what I'm making. We have a ton of these microgreens. These are sunflower sprouts. Excuse me. My husband has been growing them hydroponically and they're really nutritious and wonderful. I'm going to show you actually how to make a salad. I'm kind of just making this on the fly, thinking that all these ingredients will work well together. And sunflower sprouts are wonderful. They're really high in vitamins A, E, C, D, and B complex. They're also really protein packed, pound for pound. They have as much protein as a chicken does, so that's a pretty interesting thing. They're high in iron and chlorophyll, all around a wonderful living food to add to your diet. And so we have a lot of them right now because basically what we're trying to do is start to sell them. So we're just constantly growing them to make sure that they're consistently good. So right now we have so many, I need to make a salad out of them. So I thought might as well bring you along and show you what I've got. And then after I show you the recipe, I just have a couple questions from you guys that I'm going to just answer live. And if you have any questions as we go along, just let me know and I will answer those too. Okay, so let me reconfigure this a little bit. Bring it over here so you can, oop, of course, that fell off the tripod. Give me just a sec. There we go. Take this with me. Okay, moving, moving. Yes, yes, yes. And there we go. Okay, getting there, people. Okay, can you see? No, you can't. I want to show you, there we go, that's what I want to show you. My cutting board, okay? So here's what I've got going here so far. And like I said, you know, if I need to alter this along the way, I'll leave the full recipe in the description box once I finish the live video. I've got a cup and a half of sunflower sprouts. I've got half of a cucumber chopped right here. These are 3 kind of small yellow tomatoes from the garden, but of course they don't have to be yellow. I've chopped up a small shallot. I'm gonna probably start with just half of that and see how it goes. This lime is here randomly. That's not in anything. I've got 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 teaspoon of mustard. I'm gonna use this avocado in place of using olive oil. So I'm gonna smash it up and see how that goes. I've also got some crushed red pepper and I'm gonna have just some regular salt and pepper. So let me grab that right now. And then we'll just get to mixing in this bowl back here and see how it goes. After some time, I just kind of feel like you can, oh, I've also got some greens in here. This is just regular lettuce, and I'll put that probably as a base. I'm gonna scoot everything to the side for a sec, and I'm gonna put this bowl here so you can see what's going on. And after some time, what I was trying to say is you just kind of start to feel or just kind of have a great idea about what ingredients will go together. So I'm thinking that this will work and I'll just taste and see as we go. And you guys will get to be witnesses of that. So I put the lemon juice and the mustard together. I'm gonna take about half the amount of shallot just because I don't want it to taste too oniony. Let me wash my hand off. And then if I feel like I need to put more shallots in there, I absolutely will. I'm gonna put these red chili flakes. There's only about 1/4 of a teaspoon in there, but if that's not your thing, I think just leave it out. Now here's gonna be my experimental part. I'm taking this avocado and I'm just going to chop it up a little bit and stick it in there and then just kind of mash it together and see how it goes in place of an olive oil. I'm gonna take this here, just scoop it out. I've cut it kind of small. This is a pretty ripe avocado, so it should be going very well as far as making a dressing like I want it to. Already those flavors smell really nice together. Okay, so we got a good healthy chunk of half of an avocado. I'm gonna take a fork and just mash this together. I feel like now that I see this, we might need a little sweetness in here in this dressing, so I'll taste it in a little bit, see what I think, and I might add some maple syrup into that, but we'll see. How's your day going? What are you guys doing? Thank you, the two of you who are watching right now. I know it's the middle of the week, the middle of a work day. Yeah, definitely needs some sweetness. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of maple syrup. I will start with a teaspoon of maple syrup because I feel like that's gonna really kind of balance out the tang of the mustard and the lemon juice. And then depending on how this turns out, I may even put a little bit more lemon juice in there. I'm just gonna grind some regular pepper, love pepper, and some, if I can open it, come on, open, some Himalayan salt, just a bunch, or just a little bit there. Okay, let's see what this tastes like now. Yes, I'd say that's like really perfect now. I might add a touch more lemon just because I know how many greens I'm putting in there. So I've still got this lemon from before when I squeezed out the tablespoons, and I'm just gonna put a little bit more. So I'd say like 2 tablespoons to 2.5 tablespoons maybe. It tastes really nice though. I love this for the little bit of spice, these red chili flakes, and I'll put a little bit more shallot in there. Definitely one of those things you just want to taste as you go and see what suits you, but that tastes really nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna add in my lettuce. I want to cut that up first. I might not use all of this right now because I'm going to have so many sprouts in there. Let's put a little bit in at a time. Okay, so we've got some lettuce in there. I'm gonna do all these sprouts. Such living, wonderful, dense food. If you guys have never tasted these before, they're really good. They taste like sunflower seeds, like the actual seeds, but without any of the fat. They're just really nutrient dense and good for you. Okay, cucumber and the tomato. Okay, that looks beautiful. Such a beautiful, I mean, I'm constantly amazed at the way that nature makes things. The colors, the taste, the flavors, so beautiful and wonderful. Okay, then we're just going to go ahead and toss this together. And absolutely that avocado as a base rather than olive oil works really well. Oh, hello. Thank you so much. It does look beautiful and delicious. I completely agree. I will definitely leave you guys this recipe. And yeah, so this, because of that avocado, really kind of makes it all combined together really well. So that is the finished product. It looks super beautiful. And let me go ahead and change so you can see my face again now. Moving it up. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, so like I said, I will put that down in the description below. I want to be able to stand up straight here. I'm not doing a great job here. Okay, now let's move on to some questions. I don't want to eat like in front of you because I think those kind of videos are a little bit gross. I don't know, that's just my personal opinion when I see a bunch of people eating and trying to talk. So I'm going to talk, answer the questions, and then I'm going to eat afterwards, and I will let you guys go at that point. Okay, so let me get the questions. I posted Ask Me Some Questions on Instagram, I think last week, and so here are some questions that I got. The first one is, what are some tips and tricks for breastfeeding, and how do you keep your supply from dropping? Aw, thank you. Tips and tricks for breastfeeding. I'd say I definitely have some experience in this venue or in this subject matter because I've been breastfeeding from the beginning. However, I did have a problem with a little bit low supply about a month back. And I want to say that I don't think my breasts produce like a ton of milk. I know that some people have a really hard time. They overproduce milk. I don't think I'm an overproducer. I think I'm probably right what my baby needs. But there was a time when my milk supply dropped really, really rapidly because I was just trying to, I think, cut too many calories and try and get myself back in shape. But I realized I can't do that. So my first thing I would say is do not eat less than you need to, produce your milk. Make sure you're eating adequate calories. Make sure you're eating a healthy diet. Very nutrient-dense foods, water-rich foods. I'm always saying that, you guys know that. But those water-rich foods, in addition to at least a gallon of water a day, I feel really help your milk production stay up. For me, I've noticed when I do that, my milk supply is better. When I don't, it's a little bit lower. So that in particular, then, let me show you this. This tea is something that I feel like people have mixed reviews on. This is mother's milk tea. I haven't taken this in a while now, but when my supply dropped in that week that I was talking about before, I was having about 3 to 5 bags of this a day, and I feel like that really helped. But even more than this tea helping and supplements helping, I feel like the most important thing is to continue to pump and to continue to feed your baby as often or on demand as he or she wants, because it's one of those things, if you stop, or if you, what's the saying? If you don't use it, you lose it. And I feel that's the way that breast milk and supply goes. So every morning I'm in the routine of doing a power pump. So that just means while the baby's taking his nap, I'm pumping literally every 5 minutes for 1 full hour. That was something that really helped me get it back up, and I've continued with that habit as much as I possibly can. Sometimes, some days I can't do that, but I do that because I breastfeed all day long, and sometimes it's like, when am I supposed to pump? So I power pump in the morning, and then I breastfeed my baby as much as he wants all day long. He is eating solids now, but I'm breastfeeding him a lot still. So those are my tips for bringing milk supply up and making sure you have a healthy diet. Make sure you're sleeping as much as you can. I'm not sleeping very much right now, and I'm sure if you're a new mom, you're not either, but as much as you can, rest, be with your baby, play with your baby, pump and feed as much as possible. So that's what I have to say about that. Okay, so another question I have is what changes have you seen in your overall health and mood after switching to clean eating? Oh, so many changes, so many changes, so many changes. Eating healthy is the best thing you can do for yourself, for your family, for those around you, for your pocketbook, for everything. Clean eating makes your skin change. Clean eating helps you lose excess weight. Clean eating helps you sleep better. It helps rid disease. It helps, there's a ton of prevention of disease for clean eating. And of course, eating a whole foods plant-based diet is what I recommend doing. I think that it is really life-changing, especially if you are in a place where you're already seeing some kind of disease in your body. You need to switch over, make the change, go for healthy plant-based foods, and you're gonna do so much better. You know that I have a million videos on the subject, so go check them out if you haven't already. Next one is, how did you get started in the vegan, cruelty-free blogging world? Well, I had wanted to do this for a really long time, open my YouTube channel and start a website and a blog, but I was just always saying, oh, I want to do this, but I never did it. I was busy, I was performing. If you don't know, I'm a professional singer, and my background is in musical theater, so I was either touring all the time, or I was on a cruise ship, or I was in a different location, so it always seemed like there was never the right time to do it. And my husband was like, just start, just do it. It doesn't really matter. So the very first it wasn't a blog. The very first YouTube video that I did was on, I believe, Alima Pure Foundation. It was really important to me at the time to switch over to clean beauty. And because I was constantly putting show makeup on all the time, I had so much makeup to go through all the time. So that was what I started with. I had been a vegan for a long time before that, but I just started with products. And then my channel kind of morphed into more food-related things and more diet and health, because honestly, that's what I'm more passionate about. And also I found that if you are a beauty blogger or have a beauty YouTube channel, you gotta buy a lot of things, or you need to have companies send you things. And it really bothers me to have too many things. That's just like how I've always been since I was little. I don't like to have things unless I absolutely need them. I don't like a lot of containers around. I like things to be nice and clean. And so it just was kind of pointless to me to continue in the beauty direction if I didn't want to have all those extra things around. So that is why I kind of shifted, but that was definitely the place where I started. And I really appreciate all the people who are still watching my channel from the beginning, because I know there's my beauty ladies out there, a core group of girls who have been there from the beginning, but you've been awesome and headed with me down the directions that I've gone since. So then the last question, because I don't want to make this too long, the last question is, what made you switch to vegan and cruelty products and foods? Well, I think, and this is a big thing that I'm passionate about, I think the thing that's going to make you switch to a vegan diet or switch to clean beauty products is you have to ask yourself, what is your why? And for me, the why was watching documentaries like Earthlings, or understanding the toxic products or the toxic ingredients that are in our products, or the animal testing that is done uselessly, pointlessly on tons of innocent animals for no reason. So that was the thing that made me get away from conventional beauty products. I realized that a lot of these were carcinogenic. I realized that a lot of them were endocrine disruptors, and I just didn't want that in my body. I knew that I wanted to have a baby. I didn't want to pass that on to my baby. So that, for like clean beauty, that was definitely a big motivator for me health-wise. As far as food, like I said, health-wise, it was really important to me to get healthy and start a vegan diet and start a whole detoxification process. But also, I did not want to contribute to the animal abuse, and if you've seen Cowspiracy, to the environmental impact of things from the animal food, what's it called? From the food production industry. I know that's still not the right name. So those were the reasons that I made a choice. But I think that if you are going to switch to a vegan diet, you have to know your why. Is it ethically because it is wrong to you? Is it because you're trying to get healthy? What is your reason for switching to clean products or clean foods? Because if you don't have your own reason, then you're not going to stick to it, because you're going to think, you're going to make up excuses. It's too hard, you don't know how to cook, blah, blah, blah. We can find an excuse for pretty much anything, can't we? But I think if you know your why, then you're going to stick with it, and you're going to do whatever you need to do to see it through. So yeah. So those are a few questions that I've had, and I'm trying to, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to do a live broadcast or a live video once a week. So if you guys have any other things you'd like to ask, or you have any suggestions for what you want to see, please do let me know. And yeah, I hope that you enjoy your Wednesday and that you have a good rest of the week. I'll have another video coming out for you on Friday. Please subscribe if you're not already. And I'm thinking about doing some sort of giveaway or something special for when I reach 10,000 subscribers, which is pretty close right now. So thank you guys if you are subscribed, and if you're not already, please do. I'm gonna go enjoy my salad while it is still nice and fresh. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I'll put the recipe, that's what it's called, the recipe down in the description after this uploads, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Oh, bye. Yeah, I wanted to end.